All right. Good morning, Summit Academy students. Um, it is Monday, April 20th, 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to start with Spanish here shortly. As usual, I will give some time to those who are going to watch live but aren't here yet. So I see that Raquel's here. Howdy, Raquel. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've seen any of you, but thanks for joining in. Else joins in live, that way no one's jumping in late, but hope everyone's enjoying the weather we've had recently. I know it's kind of rainy on Saturday, but yesterday was nice. Today looks like it's gonna be nice. So get out, get some fresh air. So it's 10:01. I'm gonna wait another minute or so to see if anybody else joins us, and then we'll get started. So Raquel, I hope you've been keeping up with everything. I haven't seen you in the live chats, in the live broadcast, but as long as you've been watching and keeping up, you're smart, and hopefully you've been keeping up with what we've been doing. If not, I'm sure you'll be able to kind of catch back up in no time. So we've been going a little slower than I would have hoped, but that's what you get for going 1 hour a week instead of 5 hours a week. When we were in school, we had Spanish for 5 hours a week, and now we're stuck to an hour a week. So we're kind of slowing down a little bit, and that's okay. I feel like we kind of have to, especially since I might watch later, and that's good too. So sometimes it's hard to teach at the pace that we think we should. So, all right, so it's 10:02. We'll get started with class. Today, I want to do what we did last week and kind of review the days of the week, review the date, and that kind of thing. So on this paper here, I've written what I used to write on the board when we had class, right? And we're going to be filling in the blanks. So for this first blank, hoy es el blank, that's the date. All right, so like I said, today is the 20th. In Espanol, number 20 is, if you know it, go ahead and just say it. If you want to type it, you can type it if you're watching live. But we want to say today's the 20th, right? So we would say hoy es el, there it is, hoy es el 20, hoy es el 20, 20th, day, which is of, and then our month. All right, we are in April. So as a review, how do we say April in Espanol? April. All right, abril. Welcome, Joey. Abril is April. All right, so we have hoy es el 20 de abril. Today is the 20th of April. All right, hoy es el 20. So if you know how to say 2020, go ahead and say it. To yourself, to your dog, to your cousin who's sitting next to you, I don't know, but go ahead and say 2020 in Espanol if you know how to say it. I'll give you a hint. The first word is two, right? Dos. So we got 2020. Dos mil, and then 20 was 20. So 2020 would be 2020. 2020. All right. So the whole date, hoy es el 20 de abril, 2020. So today's the 20th of April already. I can't believe that. So it's been 5 weeks since we've been in school. So it's crazy to think about. So hoy es el 20 de abril, 2020. We talked about the days of the week. Today is Monday. Okay, so hoy, el día es, the day is, el día es, I want to say Monday. Go and think about how you would say Monday. Remember, in the school year, I talked about how Monday comes from the word moon, right? Based off of old Greek or Roman, mythology. Monday was the day dedicated to the moon. Monday, moon day. So in Espanol, the word for the moon is luna. So the word for Monday is, what was mañana? What does that mean? What does mañana mean? ¿Qué día? What day will tomorrow be? Hoy es lunes. Mañana será Tuesday, right? Tuesday in Espanol. Tuesday is martes, right? Mañana será martes. Muy bien, Malachi. Welcome. Yes, hoy es el 20 de abril, 2020. So if you're watching, Malachi just hit the home run. Nice job. So hoy el día es lunes, mañana será martes, right? Today is Monday, tomorrow will be Tuesday. martes. We know by now if mañana is tomorrow. Ayer fue, yesterday was. ¿Qué día fue ayer? Yesterday was Sunday. So if we think about Sunday, how do we say Sunday in Spanish? Ayer fue domingo. Domingo. So ayer fue domingo. So that's the whole date, all right? El día hoy es lunes. Entonces mañana será martes. Y ayer fue domingo, not sábado. Sábado is Saturday, right? You guys on those days. So nice review those days of the week. You don't have to write this, by the way. I just kind of like to write these down so it's something for me to show you, okay? So hopefully on Friday, this past Friday, you were able to get the new Blizzard bags. I went in last week and I printed a bunch of extra stuff, new stuff that we're going to be doing in the next couple weeks as far as the Blizzard bags are concerned. I told my classes on YouTube Live that if you turned in anything for Spanish, just turn in what we've done. I know we haven't done everything that I gave you in the first batch yet. So I said if you just turned in anything that we did do, that'd be great. I haven't gone back to school yet, so I haven't actually collected those yet to see what you guys have been doing or what you're up to. But if you turn in anything that we've done, that'd be great. I'd love to see the work you've been doing. If you've gotten this new Blizzard bag, you'll see that this new Blizzard bag includes more of an artistic assignment, which we'll talk about towards the end of the broadcast today. And we'll talk about that, how you get to express some Spanish stuff with some art this time. But when I left you on last Wednesday, we were doing this worksheet, talking about how to say I'm going, or people are going to places around town, right? About a month ago now, I asked you guys to make flashcards with these things, right? Cutting them out, putting them on index cards, and making flashcards. Hopefully you've done that. Hopefully you have those handy because they will help. In the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about some new places around town that weren't included because, like I said, this was just 16 places around town. There's tons and tons more. So hopefully you still have these. Hopefully you made flashcards because they will be handy with this handout because I tell you what, these pictures on this handout are the exact same pictures that appear on your flashcards. So if you have those flashcards, you'll be in good shape, okay? On Wednesday, we made a review of the verb ir, right? Ir, I-R. That verb, that action is what? What does ir mean? What is ir? Ir means to what? To swim, to sleep, or to go? Ir means to go, obviously, right? We've been talking about that. So at the top of this sheet, we talked about how to say everyone goes. We're going to make a quick review of that. You don't have to do anything for this right now, but just follow along. If I wanted to say I go, I go means yo what? Yo voy, right? I go, yo voy. After yo, below yo, we've got the noun for you. How do we say you? In a buddy way, it's going to be tú, right? And I want to say now you go. You could peek at this if you want to. Like if you had this from last Wednesday, they're all here, all right, at the top of the page. We're just reviewing this real quick. Tú vas means you go, all right? Tú vas. In the bottom box, we have the word for he, the word for she, and the word for you as well, which is in a polite way, all right? Él is he, ella is she, usted is you. Three nouns take the verb va, which means he goes, right? Él va, he goes. Ella va, she goes. Usted va, you in a polite way, you go, all right? Top right boxes over here, we've got nosotros, which is we, all right? Nosotros, or if you're a girl and you want to say we the girls, it would be nosotras. And the word to say that we go, think of Dora, we go. Nosotros vamos, we go. We are going, right? Vamos. And then finally, the bottom right box, the words for they, ellos, or ellas, depending on the group. And the word for all of you all, ustedes, right? That's the plural group. So think of a group of people going together somewhere. I always think of them going in a van, right? Van or van. You say van in Espanol. Ellos van, they go. Ellas van, and ustedes van, you all go. So quick review of this. Like I said, if last Wednesday we did this. So it was the top of the sheet. So it's like your cheat sheet, so to speak. All right. Make sure you have that kind of reviewed. If you were here on Wednesday or if you watched the video since Wednesday, we went through the first 4. All right. How to say the noun, the verb. We were going to finish this today. There's 3 left. So here's the first page. And like I said, I'm not sure if this was copied for you front to back or if this is on a separate page. So if it's on a separate page, find this Wednesday, right? Number 1 was yo voy a la iglesia, right? I go to church. Number 2 was tú vas al banco, all right? And that's something we've been working on. When you have that contraction of a and l, right? When you have the two words a and l, they smush together to make al, right? We talked about that last week. And number 3 was, this one. This one was kind of tricky because it had 2 names, right? It had Samuel y Maria, right? When you have 2 names like that, you have to think. You can't just say, oh, it's, sometimes it's not clear about which noun we're talking about. If it's 2 names, we're going to say ellos, they, right? So Samuel y Maria van, they go a la escuela. They go to school, all right? If not, find this paper. There's only 3 things on it, and we'll finish this one up, all right? So for number 4, the noun that we have to worry about is nosotros. Nosotros, of course, is we, right? So the first thing you do is just write nosotros. All right, nosotros. I'm just rewriting what the noun is here. All right. Now, if I want to say we go, how do I say nosotros what? Nosotros we go. See if you can do it from the top of your head. If not, you got your cheat sheet here. Nosotros, and then your next one's going to be vamos, right? So nosotros vamos, we go. And then the word for to, I want to go to somewhere. Sorry, my Chewy order just got here. If you want to go to somewhere, the word for to is a, letter A, right? Just like that. We got nosotros. Can you see it? All right. Nosotros vamos a. And if you look at this picture, you can either do 2 things. You can just kind of, look closely at the picture and guess what it is, or you could find your flashcard that has the picture on it. All right. We know that the red cross, the top, means it's a hospital, hospital, right? Now we know this word L, we cannot put that word L next to the word A, like that. I mean, you can, but it's wrong, right? We can't say vamos a L, all right? That doesn't flow, and people don't like that. It's not right. So we're going to not write that, all right? What we are going to write is the contraction al, all right? That literally means to the, right? A, to, L, the. So this is what I'm talking about right here. Hopefully you can see it okay. Al, right? That means to the. So no, it's pronounced hospital, right? And then you have your full sentence, okay? Don't mind my scribble in the middle. Nosotros, hopefully you can see. Nosotros vamos al hospital. Nosotros vamos al hospital. We go to the hospital. Okay, so I'll leave it up. My answer matches mine. If you're watching this live, hopefully you have time to copy that, work through it with me. All right, nosotros vamos al hospital. Now, if you ever get lost or if this doesn't make any sense and you're just kind of sitting there staring at the Miss Smith, right? La señorita Smith is a person. That's our noun. So we got to figure out which apply to. Does that apply to yo? Am I señorita Smith? That's not me. Am I talking to you? Talking about you? No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about La Señorita Smith. What about he, Miss? Is La Señorita a she, ella? That makes sense, right? So we're saying La Señorita Smith goes. She goes. So first thing you're going to do is you're just going to rewrite her name. All right? So on that line, you're going to write La Señorita Smith. All right, so rewrite her name. Yeah, you can see that, okay? La Señorita Smith. Now, we said that was a she, right? La Señorita Smith is a she. So that means we are going to write this form of the verb. All right, va. La Señora Smith va a and then we got to figure out where we're going by looking at that picture. Looks like the grocery store, right? So if by now you know how to say grocery store, great. If not, look for that picture in your flashcards, just right here. Here's that picture. On the other side, it's El Supermercado, right? El Supermercado is your grocery store. All right. Once again, we know, where is it? Here it is. This L cannot go next to this A, right? They can, but they don't like, they don't work together well. All right. So we can't put A-L. What we can put is just the letter L to make it owl. All right. We smush them together. They don't like working together separately, so we got to make them work together. We smush them together. All right. La señorita Smith va al, right, to the owl. And then the word for grocery store was supermercado. Supermercado. All right, supermercado. Nice long word. Hopefully you can see that okay. All right, so number 5, La señorita Smith va al supermercado. All right, so Miss Smith goes to the grocery store. La señorita Smith va. Just go ahead and pause if you need to. All right. Last one, number 6. Seems pretty easy to me. All right. L. We know that L is what? Accent here. All right. That L has an. There we go. L with an accent means the. Right. So that's why that accent's very important. But we know that L means he. So we don't know who we're talking about. We're just saying he. So we're just going to write L. Copy the word L. All right. Con accento. L. All right. Now, if I want to say he goes, hopefully you can do this just by brain power. But if not, here is your cheat sheet right at the top of the sheet. You can look at L va. All right. So we're going to put El va. He goes. El va. The word to is, it's a 1-letter word. The word to is a. All right. So we got El va, a. And then the word for barbershop. So if you know the word for barbershop, go ahead and say it to your dog. Say it to your camera watching me. The word for barbershop is la peluqueria. Nice long word. So if you don't know that off the top of your head, go ahead and find your flashcard. Here, where is it? There it is. So here's the picture that shows up on your handout. And flip that card over. You'll see la peluqueria. Nice long word meaning barbershop or hairdresser, right? So this la, it works fine. Here's my thumb. Works fine with a. All right, a la is great. A l not so great. So this la, you can just write it as it is. There's no need to smush anything together. All right, so a la sentence looks something like this. El va a la peluqueria. He goes to the barbershop. El va a la peluqueria. All right. And I tell you what, as soon as things start opening up again, I got to go to the barbershop. My hair is getting wild. I wake up in the morning, I look like the Tasmanian devil. So peluqueria comes from the word pelo, which, as you remember, is the word for your hair. Right? We talked about the body parts shortly before the school closed down. Pelo is your hair. So peluqueria is the barbershop where you go for hair servicing. Okay. So that's all 6. Now, like I said, these 2 pages go together. I'm not sure if they were front and back for you or if they were separate. Either way, they go together. All right. Keep those. Anything that we do, anything that we finish, keep it together. That way, when we collect the packets, I'll give you, credit for everything that you've been doing. Okay. As far as credit is concerned, also for your attendance today, I usually give like a secret word. That way, I know who watched. And if you watched, you can message it to me. The secret word today, we're going to make it sunshine. All right, sunshine. Not a Spanish word, sorry, but it's sunny outside. So let's go for sunshine. All right. And what you can do with that word is you can email it to me. Here's my email. All right. Obviously, I see that you watch this too. So if you watch this live, and I know you're here, you don't have to email me this word. But if you watch this later and you want me to know that you watched this, there's my email, joshua.minnick@summitacademies.org. Pause it, and then send me the word sunshine in an email, and I'll know that you watched it, okay? Whether it's today, whether it's in 4 days, doesn't matter to me. Let me know that you watched, okay? That way, I keep track of who's here every day. I keep track of who emails me, the password, the secret code, so I know who's keeping up on it. So with that being said, since we only have 7 minutes left, I did want, if you had your new Blizzard bag, hopefully you picked it up on last Friday. If not, I think you probably still go in on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday to the school and pick it up. But you should have gotten something like this. And up here, there was a paper clip with a small piece of paper with a country's name on it, okay? Here's the assignment that you're gonna be kind of doing on your own. I'm not gonna be walking you through this. I'm not gonna be holding your hand. I'm not gonna be checking it every single time I, live stream, but you're gonna have to make a, like an infographic, I guess you'd call it, based on whatever country you were assigned. I didn't assign countries, on purpose. I cut those papers out and I stuck them, and I don't even know who's got what country. So you got a country, all right? It could be Ecuador, it could be Puerto Rico, it could be Mexico, it could be any country that speaks Spanish, all right? And that was on a paper clip on the top of this. You probably won't have Colombia. I don't think I gave anybody Colombia because this is an example of Colombia, and I didn't want you copying what this student did, all right? This is from a couple years ago. I had 2 different Spanish classes that year, I think, and so I took the Colombian example because both of the kids who did Colombia did really good. All right, so here's what the end result's going to be. All right, so what you're going to do is you have 1, 2, 3. You have 3 different options. I included 3 different options. You can pick which template you like better. Okay, you can take this guy. You can use this guy. You can use this one. It's up to you. Pick one. You don't do 3 times. Just pick one that you like. All right, it's up to you. And then you're going to fill in the blanks on this infographic, okay? So make sure you put the country's name across the top. Like these students did Colombia. What the country is, okay? For instance, the capital of Puerto Rico is San Juan, so you would write San Juan under the capital, all right? Find out what the population is. Find out what the size, like how many square miles or square kilometers the country is, okay? And you can find all that online. It might take some digging, but you guys are smart. You guys know how to use the internet. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you have access to the internet. So do your best to color a copy or to draw a copy of the flag. Obviously, I'm not an artist, and I'm not expecting you guys to be perfect artists. Some of you are great artists. Some of you are not. I'm not. So I'm not going to grade your artistic ability. Like for the math part, this is like the best she could. She drew like South America, and she shaded in where Colombia is, right? I'm grading your artistic abilities because I'm no artist. For the products, these are the main products they produce or export, okay? Social studies, I'm sure in social studies, Mr. Andrews has talked to you about imports and exports, right? Every major Spanish-speaking country exports something. Like we get something from everywhere, right? So for instance, in Colombia, the biggest exports are gas, flowers, coffee, and emeralds, okay? So that's what this student found out online. And the more creative you are, the better. All right, so you don't have to write, all words. She drew pictures. All right, and then she drew words as well, so I knew what she was talking about. All right, those are the biggest products or exports from Colombia. All right, interesting, great. Find some interesting facts. If you pick one of these templates that says local cuisine, that means like what kind of food do they eat, in Colombia or whatever country you get. If you get Ecuador, don't tell me they eat McDonald's. It's in Ecuador, but that's not Ecuadorian food. Okay, try to find out, research what Ecuador, like what food is to work on this. If you want to knock it all out in one day, in one afternoon, all the power to you. If you want to space it out and take it slowly, that's cool too. But here's how I'm going to grade you. You also got this. This is called a rubric, right? This is how it's going to be graded. Now, because of our circumstances, I might not be as strict as I was in the years past because we are in a unique situation here. But you get, I plan on giving you 5 points for the name of the country. If the name of the country is on your infographic, 5 points. Yeah, I'm not making you do famous people, I don't think. If you want to, yeah, the bottom left box on some of your handouts says famous something. It could be famous musicians. It could be famous, anything famous. It doesn't have to be people. From products that they produce and export. At least 2 different foods that they eat. At least 3 different facts that you can find out about the country. I will be looking at your spelling. Hopefully not too much writing goes on, but if you need to write, try to make sure your spelling is okay. Grammar should be simple for you because I'm not expecting you guys to write in Spanish at all, right? Just write in English. And then neatness and effort. So please put some color into it, put some effort into it. You can see these students. They made it very colorful. Hopefully, you guys have the materials you need, right, to make it colorful. If not, let me know. But and like I said, there's really no rush. You have until the Blizzard bags are collected to finish that. I feel like some of you could probably do it in one sitting. You have the internet, you're all very smart and know how to research stuff like that. So with that being said, on Wednesday, when I see you next, we're going to pick up some new stuff from your Blizzard bag that's new, continuing year to go, talking about how to go to do something. Like I'm going to do something, right? Kind of like I'm going to do something in the future. So that's what we're going to pick up on Wednesday, okay? Once again, the word was sunshine, so email that to me if you're watching this later. If you watch it live, thanks for tuning in. Raquel, Joey, Malachi, Young Gangstar, whoever you are. Thanks for tuning in live. I'll see you Wednesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. And hope you're having a good day. Hope you have a good week. See you then, and take care.